The Mario craze continues on as in 1988, Super Mario Bros. 3 was released in Japan, while America got Super Mario Bros. 2. However, it wasn't until 2 years later, Super Mario Bros. 3 released in America in 1990. Seems a bit unfair, don't you think? I feel like it was unfair, but hey, we at least got Super Mario Bros. 3. Welcome back to the AJ Show, and today, get on your stage performance as we take a look at this hit classic on the NES. I don't know why I'm moving like this. I just feel like performing because Mario 3 is like a stage performance. Alright, as always, get yourself a beverage on, sit back, relax. Let's dive into Super Mario Bros. 3.
He's back. All you had to do was ask. Super Mario Bros. 3 from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Super Mario Bros. 3 began development shortly after the 1986 release of Japan Super Mario Bros. 2, aka in America, The Lost Levels, which we didn't see until years later. The game took 2 years to complete. The development budget in US dollars is about $800,000 to $1.3 million. Originally, the team intended for the game to be played from an isometric point of view. Thank God they didn't do that. That wasn't until they did Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, on the Super Nintendo at the end of its life cycle. The isometric point of view was found to be difficult to position jumps, so they stuck with what they knew best, 2D platforming. Good call, Nintendo. Good call. Some isometric elements, however, was left in there, such as that awesome checkerboard pattern that you will find at the title screen, as well as some fortresses, which I find that always fascinating when I played Super Mario Bros. 3. That checkered floor pattern was beautiful. It's nice. The development team introduced new power-ups and concepts that would give Mario the appearance of different creatures as a means of providing him with new abilities. The early design idea changed Mario into a centaur. Thank God that didn't happen. But instead, we opted in for a raccoon tail with limited flying abilities. Raccoons can't fly. What is this? Whatever. Anyways, enemies from Super Mario Bros. Return, such as Goombas, Hammer Brothers, Koopa Troopers, Gun are the subcon villains. Nobody cared about Mauser, Fry Guy, Tri-Clyde, Claw, Grip, whatever you want to call him. And of course, Wart with his second cameo in Link's Awakening. Bob-ombs did make a return into Super Mario Bros. 3. And of course, Shy Guys will be later on included in other later Mario titles. And also Ninjas. Tweeters? Well, they got a social media platform, which now is dubbed as X. Thanks, Elon Musk. I don't use it. New enemies did come aboard, such as Thwomps, Boos, Chain Chomps, Bowser's 7 children, the Koopalings with unique appearances and abilities. The character graphics were created with a special graphics machine and really pushed the NES to its limits, as the cartridge uses Nintendo's custom MMC3 ASIC to enhance the NES capabilities. The MMC3 chip allows for animated tiles, extra RAM for dialogue scrolling, and scan line timer to split the screen. The game uses the functions to split the game screen into 2 portions, the gameplay on top and of course a status bar on the bottom. Koji Kondo once again returns and reprises his role as the composer for Super Mario Bros. 3, along bringing with some classic melodies from the original Super Mario Bros. Game. Thank you, Koji Kondo. During 1988, a shortage of ROM chips along with Nintendo's preparation of Super Mario Bros. 2 prevented Nintendo from performing various North American game releases according to the original schedule. The delayed products included Super Mario Bros. 3, reason why it was delayed till 1990 for America, and according to Nintendo Power, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, was also delayed. The delay gave Nintendo an opportunity to promote the game in a feature film in 1989. Tom Pollock of Universal Studios presented Nintendo of America marketing about a video game movie inspired by Nintendo video game competitions. Pollock envisioned a video game version of Tommy for younger audiences. The movie would be known as The Wizard. Never seen it though, but I know of it. The Wizard, which is a pretty much one big epic commercial for the upcoming release of Super Mario Bros. 3 for North America in December 1989. I probably should go find that movie and watch it. Moving on to the gameplay, Super Mario Bros. 3, of course, once again, 2D side-scrolling platforming adventure, taking the controls of Mario and Luigi, taking turns after each stage and co-op play. It shares similar gameplay mechanics as the previous games in the series, along with new elements. Picking up and throwing items like in Super Mario Bros. 2 became part of Super Mario Bros. 3 with Koopa shells and certain bricks. New power-ups are introduced, such as a Super Leaf Frog suit, everyone's favorite Tanuki suit, and Hammer Brothers suit. Finally, we can give the Hammer Brothers a taste of their own medicine with hammers! Sorry, I need to calm down a little bit. The Hammer Brothers, though. Mario can fly with certain power-ups, returning as the Mushroom Star. That doesn't last long in this game. And, of course, the Fire Flower and 1-Up Mushrooms. There are 8 levels to investigate. There are 8 levels to navigate, not investigate like I did in my error. Each consisting of their own environments: grassland, desert land, waterland, giant land, skyland, which is my personal favorite, Iceland, pipe maze, and of course hell itself. Dark World. Wow, how did that get in my show notes there? It may as well be called hell at this point. It's because in World 8, everything wants you dead. And there's a lot of lava, and there's a lot of death going on. Airships make their debut, and I love the airship levels as they are the final boss for each level that includes one of the 7 deadly sins. I'm sorry, I mean Koopaling. One of the Koopalings. How did that get in the show notes? It's like I'm trying to say something about Super Mario Bros. 3. But I do have a question regarding the Koopalings. Who's the mom? Nobody knows who the mom is for these Koopalings. If they are Bowser's 7 children, who is the mother? Well, if you refer to Super Mario Bros. Sunshine, where Bowser told baby Bowser that Peach was his mom, and she had to question it for a minute. Roll the clip.
Leave my mama alone, you bad man. I won't let you take Mama Peach away. Mama Peach? I'm your mama?
I don't know about you, but that's just messed up. The navigation for each world is a world map, and I love the world map idea. This was a great gimmick, a great feature for Super Mario Bros. 3, which we'll see later on play in later titles of Super Mario. Some stages you can skip depending on the route you take on the world map, and you can use a cloud to skip over certain stages. A music box will put Hammer Brothers to sleep. Thank God you can bypass them, which honestly, they're not hard. They're just quick and easy. Just use a star, boom, boom, knock them both out. They're done. And there is no Toad whatsoever telling you, sorry, your princess is in another castle, but instead they're crying about the king that's been transformed by the Koopaling when they took the wand. Princess Toadstool isn't kidnapped until you complete World 7. That's a shocker. Bowser's castle has different paths you can take, depending on which path you take. It can be easier or harder. Bowser will basically butt slam himself through the floor at the end, or you could take him out with the Hammer Brothers suit, give him a taste of his own medicine, like in Super Mario Bros. 1. Afterwards, you save Princess Toadstool as she jokes that the princess is in another castle. Haven't we had enough trauma over this already from the first encounter? The plot of Super Mario Bros. 3. The Mushroom World is invaded by the Koopalings. Bowser's 7 sins. I'm so sorry. I mean children. This game's hell. The Koopalings conquer each of the 7 kingdoms by stealing its king's magical wand and using it to transform him into an animal. Princess Toadstool sends Mario and Luigi to travel to each stage play. I'm sorry, kingdom. And I'll get to the stage play part here in just a moment. Retrieve the stolen wand to restore its king to normal. By the end of the 7th kingdom, Bowser kidnaps Toadstool and the final battle takes place in hell. How does these things get in my script? Darkland. According to Shigeru Miyamoto, Super Mario Bros. 3 was conceived as a stage play. There's where the stage play element comes in. The title screen features the stage curtain being drawn open, and in the original NES version, in-game objects hanging from the off-screen catwalks are bolted to the background. You'll find those little things, walls, bolted in the background, and then when you get to the end of the stage, you practically exit stage right. That's where the idea concept comes from, as Super Mario Bros. 3 is a stage play. Super Mario Bros. 3 is a personal favorite of mine. It took a while for me to figure out how to beat this game. Thank God for the Nintendo Power Strategy Guide growing up, where you get all the pathways and how to get to the white mushroom huts and special hidden features like warp whistles, which you can use to warp to different worlds. It's a great time. It is a fantastic time for Super Mario Bros. 3, and it is one of the best on the NES library. Is it the best Mario game? I find that Super Mario World is my personal top favorite game, right next to Super Mario Bros. 3 and number 2. But with that being said, we are wrapping up our month of Mario. We're ending it with Super Mario Bros. 3. We'll pick up another month of Mario down the road, and we'll pick back up with Super Mario World. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on this journey to talk about Super Mario Bros. During the month of March. Happy Easter, everybody. Stay safe out there and take care.